one plant, and some foreground. And over here, we have line like that comes over to like that. Another line like this. And we have another foreground in here. Over to have another line like this. So these are our mass patterns.
Okay.
And we have a massing all the way along this top wall. And then we have a vertex, our vine, and then a massing all along here. Now, I recommend you use one plant as the shrubbery all along this whole top wall.
Okay.
And the one potato plant and the one weeping vine. So, looks like we'll need, in addition to the 10 potato plant, we'll want now we don't want softening on this upper wall, or we do?
I think not.
Okay. So we'll stop the weeping plant there, but the hedging plant will come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. Okay, so we need 32 hedging plants up at the top. And then we need 27 weeping wall plants up at the top. And then for this bed right here, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 30 plants for this band here, whatever the foreground for the left of the entry gate.
Sculpture.
Yeah,
Call
the
it
sculpture zone.
Sculpture zone.
And then the background for that bed will want 25 plants if they're smaller, or probably 15 if they're bigger.
And
So 15 to 20?
and let's try and keep that, give that oak some breathing room. We baby that oak, and we spray it annually and all that sort of thing with the agrifos. So we'd like to keep it, let it.
All right, let's do 15 more spacious plants back here.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 background plants for the background slope behind the barbecue. And then 1, 2, 3, 5, 32 plants for this zone right here. And our background here will be, so this will be the foreground above cool zone. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 plants combine the background of the oak zone with the background of this zone with a shift of the background in between and have 35 of the same plants.
Okay, so 35 background plants, and they're going to match anything,
match.
whatever you put behind the.
The ones that go under the
Okay.
oak.
So that's just kind of a one zone that's kind of in front of the
In front of the wall.
in front of the wall.
But it breaks up from here over to here.
Okay.
Give a little bit of interest. And what I'm actually picturing is possibly something like, rhododendrons or camellias along up here. Azaleas or coffeeberry bushes, that get around in this height, in here, and then more grasses and or ground cover in front, and there's a nice ground cover I'm thinking of below the oak it's in the blackberry family. It's a very interesting leaf, only about this tall, just all one.
It doesn't have those stickers.
It has a little bit of them, a tiny bit, but you don't, not on the leaf or anything. It's just if you follow the stem back into the ground, it's
Generally non-invasive.
very non-invasive.
Yeah, we want to, to the extent we can, try and stick with the kind of the native plants and all that sort of thing,
Yeah, the coffee berries are a little bit more native than the azaleas, and they'll be. And do you want to go with drought tolerance?
As much as we can.
Yeah,
And would you trade native for flowers? Maintenance being equal. Like coffeeberry doesn't have a flower; it's more drought tolerant. Is native, no flowers. The azaleas, same maintenance, but slightly higher water.
Yeah, I don't know what a coffee berry is. Look like, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's in a mass about like this. It has kind of a scrubby oak-like leaf and has a few interesting berries that look a little bit bigger ones, even bigger than coffee.
Okay, and we like birds and things, so if that's going to attract birds, we like that, or butterflies and bees and stuff, That's,
That being said, we want to have some flowers somewhere, some color, and
Okay, well,
which I guess we'll get with the potato.
You get the potato. You'd also get the
The
rhododendrons or something back there, and so let's go outside the gate. And do you have how many plants do we have total?
I'm not good at counting, so 10, 35, you do it. 10, 35, 18, 18, 17.
wait, hold on. That's 105.
Right here.
So, 300 plants.
300?
I think so. Here, let me get you on camera.
About 300.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Because if we had 500 and averaged them at 10, that'd be our 5,000.
Okay.
And they'd all be 1 gallon. So if we have 300 and we're not going to, that's what that's going to do is give you room for
Some bigger plants. I want to do some container stuff too that we can talk about after.
Okay. So
And remember, out here we don't have protection from deer.
right. Okay, so 15 5-gallon, deer resistant scrub along outside fence.
Notice we've got some extra rock here too that we can maybe integrate into this space if we like to.
Yeah, what I'm picturing is this bed, this bed, this bed, and this bed being rock. With
This four, yeah.
this one
Having
these two.
like rock accents, yeah.
Well, having the rather than bark, putting Mexican pebbles and or that as the entire
Okay.
floor. That looks very good, and it's consistent with the pictures you
Okay.
showed me, and that blue will go very well with the blue stone, and it'll make it look a little bit less boxy because you have the rounded blue stone right up next to the square blue. And then this, let me so we need 12 plants for this area that are deer resistant, for each bed that are consistent with the look that we're doing here that doesn't have to be deer resistant.
Okay.
Add 4 plants to the
15.
15, so it'll be 19, so we can come all the way along here.
Sure.
Actually, go to 20, so we can turn the corner a little bit.
Okay. 20.
That's where that's where our irrigation station is going to be. That's where all the pumps and everything else.
And then we'll have 10 ferns under this redwood.
10 ferns.
Yeah. And then we'll have ground cover plants.
60.
For out here, this is not a very attractive little space. In terms of like flow over and whatnot, this might be a good place to kind of keep the dogs out and kind of soften this a bit because it's kind of a mess.
Yeah, let's have two kind of more shrubbery plants for this area.
Okay.
So our new plant count is probably closer to 400.
Yeah, so we did that. So now we've got 20 to 100. Yep. So like 102 plus 300, so 400. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was a quick count on my part, but it looked like 400. We can revisit it, but it sounded about 4.
3.
And
The
3
initial.
on the first one. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Sure.